So once you've gotten to your home page, I think the best thing to do first would be to go to DegreeWorks, just so you, especially if you don't have an understanding on the classes that you want to take. So I'll take you guys through that first. Degree work is under Complete Degree Audit, and if you can't remember where that is, you can always hit Command F or Control F and go Degree, and you can find Degree Audit and Degree Requirements. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. So once Degree Works is up, you can see that this is my degree audit, and you can see that there are a bunch of things up, like this. Says degree in Bachelor Arts, Common Course of Study, which is important. We'll mainly touch on this. GMs, and your major, and then a major GPA and all that stuff. But so once you get to DegreeWorks, you can, if you're looking for classes you really need to take, you can, instead of doing this, you can go to What If, and you can select, since you guys haven't declared your majors yet, or you might have a major in there, but I think it would be best to start here. And first of all, you want to pick a year, or pick a degree, and let's just go with Bachelor of Arts. That's normal. And a year. So when you're graduating, I'm graduating in 20 to 21. Pick a major. Let's just say biology. I would never be a biology major, but we'll just go with it. Let's see. And pick a minor. We could do a minor in art, a concentration in English. We'll go English, just because we're in an English class. Okay. And once you're here, you can process the What If, which is huge, because it'll tell you all the different credits you need to graduate in the next 4 years. So, first and foremost, you see your degree in Bachelor of Arts. You need your major requirements and your Common Course of Study. Let's go to Common Course of Study. For me, now that I see this, wow, I have a lot, but I don't have my writing requirements. So that would be a course that I need to look for in the Banner Self-Service section, which I'll show you guys. So that's the first one. And then since I'm a biology major now, I need to take some general biology classes. So since I haven't gotten those out of the way, and you need prereqs for most of the rest, let's start with that. So I need Biology 101 and Biology 102. So I've got 3 classes. Usually most students take 4. So let's just say I need 1 more GM1. Okay, so for next semester, I know I want to take a GM1, 2 biology classes, and a writing requirement. And as you can see on Banner Self-Service, after processing the What If, you can go through a lot of different scenarios for all the different majors or things you might be interested in studying. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you guys, once we have the the types of classes we want to take, how to really search for them and select them. So now that we've processed the What If and kind of what we need for classes, we can, and really want for classes too, because there's a lot of things as first years with unsatisfied requirements that you could be taking. So make sure there are classes, maybe if you have an easier semester in the spring, to take harder classes. And what I mean by that is maybe extracurricular. So for instance, for sports, I know my fall is more difficult, so I'm going to take more difficult classes in the spring. So now that we know we want our 2 biology classes, and we want a GM1, for instance, and a writing requirement, we can go back to my Lafayette and select go to Banner Self-Service to start looking up those classes. Banner Self-Service is right here, and if you ever can't find it, go to Control F and just type in Banner. It'll highlight it for you right here. So once you're in Banner Self-Service, there's personal information, which really isn't pertinent for what we are talking about, but good to know if you ever need it. And then we're going to go to Student Services, and under here is a lot more about classes, admissions, registration, student records. We're going to go to registration. And under registration, you can see that there's add drop classes, which is important if you ever need to add or drop classes past the registration day, and even on registration day, I think you go here. But look up classes to add is where we want to go. Here in student schedule by day and time, you can look at your schedule time-wise of your current schedule or of the class you've already registered for. Okay, look up classes. Once you're here, you want to select what term. So spring 2019 is the next semester, so we'll go here, submit. So once you're here, you can kind of start searching or making your search, and there are two ways to do it. I'm going to show you the first one. I'll show you both, but here's the first one. So once you're here, and we know we want to take biology, so we'll go here, biology, and do a course search. So Biology 101 and 102 are the requirements back in Elution in the degree works right here. Unfortunately, it looks like only 102 is being offered with the lab, so we can kind of view those sections and then paste them into notes so that we have them, so that you have all the times and anything you can try to start figuring out your schedule and organizing it. So now that we know we have 101 isn't offered, let's go back to degree works and figure out another class we might need. We have a concentration or a minor in art, so maybe starting with an art history class, we need art history, so art 101 is something we can look up later. So now that we have general biology and we know we need an art class or one in art class, we can go back and search again, maybe art this time. Art's up here, oops, here we go. Course search, and art 102 is not being offered, not art 101. Let's look back and see if art 102 satisfies any requirements needed. Yep, it does. So if this seems interesting to you, you can view the sections and paste them back into those notes, like I said, to start organizing them. So now that we have art and biology down, we can go back and do our search for GM1. So this is a little different because you know you need a GM1 requirement, but there's GM1s in many different subjects. So this is where you'd need an advanced search, or it's more efficient to have an advanced search. So for an advanced search, you're going to click and hold and highlight all of the classes, all of the different subjects, and do an advanced search. Actually, no, here we go. Advanced search. Highlight all these. And go to attribute type, which would be just the requirement you're looking for. And you're going to look at Global and Multicultural 1, GM1. And if you want to make an even more advanced search about the time, depending on your schedule and day and everything, you can do that, but we'll just do this section search. And up comes all of the GM1s being offered in the spring. So you can kind of look through all these and figure out which would be most fun or interesting for you. This is kind of a bloody topic. Seems a little interesting. Yeah, why not? So if you want this, you can kind of select it Again, copy and paste it into notes. And there you go. You have your GM1. So the last thing you need for your fourth class, if you plan on taking 4 classes, and then with biology is that lab also, you can go back and search for the writing, and the writing requirement. You need to do the same thing you just did for GM1. You highlight them all, hold and highlight, and instead of GM1, now we go to writing competence. Section search. Just loading. That's what happens when you have a 6-year-old computer. Let's try it again. Highlighted, writing competence, and section search. There we go. Okay. So you got to make sure the courses, the course section, kind of your prereqs meet with those. So we're going to look for a 100 or maybe even a 200 writing class, and we can see that A&S has writing competence, and that's outside of your major. So maybe you want to select that. Class, status, and power sounds interesting. Oops. You just want to end up, it's annoying sometimes, but end up highlighting them. Once you have it highlighted, again, you can put them in your notes and start organizing times and days and try to figure out a good, efficient schedule for you. Yeah, so now that you have your 4 classes, you're kind of set. Other than that, if you want to, when you're looking through your writing and GMs and they may only have 1 time, or the capacity or the remaining spots getting low, then you can always decide to pick a backup. So if you want a backup, just highlight another one that fits your requirement and doesn't need any prereqs, or if you have those prereqs, select them. But yeah, so that's kind of how you pick your classes, using degree work first for the search to figure out classes that you need and may want, and then looking up classes to add once you know what you want. Thanks, guys.